What's up, you guys? Welcome to Discovering Nicole. That would be me, Nicole. And today I'm coming on to talk to you guys about kids whose parents are addicted. So I know you guys have noticed that my YouTube channel has grown significantly in the last couple of days. About 2,000 of you guys are brand new here, and a lot of you guys are new and you are children of people who struggle with addiction. So I wanted to take a second and introduce myself to you and share a little bit about my story with you, and then let you know what I'm hoping to be able to accomplish with all of you here now. So, like I said, my name is Nicole. I'm 40 years old and I am a mother. My son is 8 years old. His name is Nate. He is the apple of my eye. He is my number one. He actually saved my life. How I got into my addiction: I was 17 years old and I was hanging out with people that were using. And at that time, I was just super insecure. Obviously, I was a teenager. And it was so easy to get in with the wrong crowd. And that's exactly what happened. I started dating a guy. He hung out with older people. We started smoking and drinking. One thing led to another. And I tried cocaine, then methamphetamine, then opiates. And by the time I was 18 years old, I had a full-fledged drug addiction. If I can tell any of you guys anything, it's that I wish I had listened to my mom and dad when I was younger. I thought that they knew nothing and that everything they said was just so stupid. But now that I'm an adult, I realize how right they were, and I wish I had listened. My addiction was from the time I was 17 till the time I was about 31 or 32 years old. In 2012, I met my husband and we got pregnant in 2013 and gave birth to my little boy at July 4th of 2014. I did struggle with addiction throughout my pregnancy, and after I gave birth to my son, I swore off drugs forever. The problem with that was I didn't know how to stay sober, and I had no coping mechanisms or no tools on how to do that. So, about 90 days after my son was born, I relapsed back on methamphetamine and IV opiates and benzos. I was popping the benzos. So, that went on for about a year, and one day my best friend got mad at me. She owed me some money. I went behind her back and got it from her boyfriend, and she got mad, and so she called CPS on me. She called CPS on me, and the only allegation that she made that was actually true was that, yes, I was doing drugs illegally. My husband had a prescription for the benzos that he was taking, but not a prescription for the opiates that he was taking, and I didn't have a prescription for any of it. Everything else that she reported about my son being underweight and dirty and all this horrible stuff, none of that was true. All that was not founded. The only thing that was founded was that we had drugs in our system. So we tried to get it to where my son could go with his grandma and grandpa, but for some reason the state of Arkansas denied it. And I truly believe CPS just wanted to take custody of my son so they could make money. I'll tell you guys this right now. I think CPS does a lot more harm than good. I think that in situations where people struggle with addiction, I think that it would be better if the family is kept together and everybody can go into treatment together, where they learn about how to help the mother and father and how to help the children with therapy, because of course, living with people who struggle with addiction, the children are affected. And I believe that addiction is a family disease, so it should be tackled all together. I believe that taking children away from parents makes it harder for them to get sober because they're worried about their kids. A lot of parents, when their kids get taken away, they go off the deep end and they feel like they have no hope, and they end up getting higher and higher. Luckily for me, I have a different mindset. The moment they took my son from me, I was like, oh, hell fucking no. Y'all motherfuckers ain't keeping my kid. And so I went straight into treatment. The literal day that they took my son, I went into detox. And I would have done anything to get my son back. If they had told me that I had to leave my husband, I would have left his ass to get my son back. That's how important it was for me to get my son. Luckily, though, my husband, he got sober too. We got sober together, and we both fought for our son together. And we got him back a year later, and he's been with us ever since. He's healthy, he's happy, and he's thriving. He's in school, he's doing really great, he's smart. Everything is good. But it took me a really long time to be able to